On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Bud.
A small swelling on a plant stem or twig containing an undeveloped shoot.
Examples:
Pinch off a bud. Bud grafting. The flower was starting to show its bud and would soon bloom into a beautiful blossom.
Hover.
To stay in one place in the air.
Examples:
Hover between life and death. Hover around the table. Two birds were hovering overhead.
Giggle.
To laugh lightly and repeatedly in a silly, nervous, or childlike way.
Examples:
Giggle like a child. Giggle uncontrollably. When we saw the animals at the zoo playfully chasing each other, we all started to giggle.
Slump.
To fall or sink suddenly, often due to loss of support or stability, to decline or decrease abruptly, as in business or economic conditions, to become despondent or dispirited. Noun, a sudden or prolonged decline or drop in value, price, or quality.
Examples:
Slump against pillows. Economic slump. Sales of the product slumped after the negative reviews were published.
Rewind.
To make something, such as a film or tape, go back to the beginning.
Examples:
Rewind a film. Manually rewind the tape. Please rewind the thread onto the reel.
Unprepared.
Not properly or adequately prepared, lacking preparation, not ready.
Examples:
Unprepared speech. Unprepared for the exam. The unprepared student struggled on the test and received a low grade.
Ambush.
The act of hiding and waiting for someone before the sudden attack.
Examples:
Attacking from ambush. Ambush marketing. Armed police officers lay an ambush in front of the criminal's house.
Foggy.
Characterized by or filled with dense clouds of mist or fog, unclear or hazy, as in thought or memory.
Examples:
Foggy morning. Foggy memory. The foggy weather made it difficult to see the road ahead.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Daze.
The feeling of distress and disbelief that you have when something bad happens accidentally. Verb, to confuse or stun someone with a sudden intense light or loud noise.
Examples:
Walk around in a daze. Days of sleep. He was in a daze from the sudden news and couldn't process it properly.
Saber.
A type of sword with a curved blade, typically used in cavalry or fencing.
Examples:
Saber fencing. Ceremonial saber. The military commander drew his saber and shouted orders to the troops.
Plight.
A difficult or unfortunate situation.
Examples:
Miserable plight. The plight of the poor. The government has ignored the plight of the homeless population.
Ponder.
To think deeply or carefully about something.
Examples:
Ponder divine matters. Ponder life's meaning. She sat quietly, pondering the difficult decision.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Hypothalamus.
A basal part of the brain that autonomically controls body temperature, hunger, and the release of hormones.
Examples:
Anterior hypothalamus. Hypothalamus hemorrhage. Oxytocin is also produced in the nucleus of the hypothalamus.
Corticosteroid.
A synthetic steroid hormone that is commonly used to reduce inflammation and treat a variety of medical conditions, including asthma, allergies, and arthritis.
Examples:
Oral corticosteroid. Corticosteroid injection. The doctor prescribed a corticosteroid cream to treat my itchy rash.
Pituitary.
A small, pea-sized gland located at the base of the brain that influences the growth and sexual development of the body by producing hormones.
Examples:
Pituitary hormone. Anterior pituitary. The pituitary gland is responsible for releasing hormones that regulate growth and metabolism.
Pea.
A small, round, green vegetable that grows in pods on a climbing plant and is eaten as a vegetable.
Examples:
Pea protein. Pea family. She shelled the peas and added them to the pot.
Adrenal.
Relating to two glands situated above the kidneys, called the adrenal gland.
Examples:
Adrenal gland. Adrenal cortex. The doctor ordered tests to check the patient's adrenal function.
Stimming.
A behavior often exhibited by individuals on the autism spectrum characterized by repetitive bodily movements or sounds, such as hand flapping or rocking, often used as a form of self-regulation or sensory stimulation.
Examples:
Autistic stimming. Stimming therapy. Autistic children may engage in stimming behaviors, such as rocking or hand flapping, to self-regulate.
Cortisol.
A hormone produced by the adrenal gland that is involved in regulating the body's metabolism, immune system, and blood pressure.
Examples:
cortisol stress, excessive cortisol. Cortisol levels in the body are often elevated during times of stress.
Superhuman.
Possessing abilities or characteristics that exceed those of normal humans, beyond human capacity or capability.
Examples:
superhuman beings, superhuman effort. The athlete's superhuman strength allowed him to lift twice his body weight.
Pimple.
A small, inflamed spot or swelling on the surface of the skin, typically caused by clogged pores or sebaceous glands, a colloquial term for an acne blemish.
Examples:
pimple treatment. Get rid of a pimple. The pimple outbreak on his face made him feel self-conscious.
Churn.
To stir or agitate a liquid, substance, or mixture vigorously to produce foam or because of violent movement, to cause a large number of people to move or leave, to produce something, such as money, through continuous activity or turnover.
Examples:
churn out manufactured goods. Churn in my stomach. The cream needs to be churned for several minutes before it becomes butter.
Sebaceous.
Relating to or secreting a fatty or oily substance, particularly in the skin or hair follicles, often associated with the formation of acne or other skin conditions.
Examples:
sebaceous glands, sebaceous cyst. Acne is often caused by sebaceous oils clogging the pores on the skin.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Inflame.
To cause very strong feelings such as anger or excitement in a person or a group of people.
Examples:
inflame skin. Inflame his passion. Her eyes inflamed with crying.
Pore.
A tiny hole in the skin of people or other animals that sweat can pass through. Verb, to read carefully or study attentively.
Examples:
woody pore fungi. Pore over reference books. I was sweating at every pore.
Pesky.
Causing annoyance, irritation, or trouble, persistent in a vexing or troublesome manner.
Examples:
dealing with pesky. Pesky problem. The pesky fly kept buzzing around my head.
Neuropeptide.
A type of molecule that is made up of chains of amino acids and is involved in transmitting messages between neurons in the brain and nervous system.
Examples:
Neuropeptide receptor, neuropeptide release. Experiments with neuropeptide inhibitors have shown promising results in alleviating chronic pain.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation, in situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Unavoidable.
Impossible to avoid or evade, inevitable.
Examples:
An unavoidable accident. Under unavoidable circumstances. There are now fears that war is unavoidable.